No. Yes, I'm in the concrete business, the cement business, sales. I work for a company called Heidelberg Materials, and we do different stuff. I'm in the cement side. We do inspections, oil and gas, and pretty much the day for me is right now we're in the medical center area where we servicing like it's like a 30-story feet building, 30 stories high. It's gonna take us like 3 or 4 years to build it, but we're a year into it. We're on the 4th floor, and what we're doing, we laying the foundation, and then after we lay the foundation, we do like the columns. The columns are the poles. Then we lay the foundation again on the 2nd floor. We do the columns and poles. All of that consists of cement. Any building you see is cement, and that's pretty much what I do. Like what we're driving on now, the freeways, driveways, it's concrete, and I deliver that, and we sell it for the company I work for. But I'm the truck that goes actually out there and deliver it. And
yes, sir. Keep talking.
you talking?
Yeah, keep talking.
Okay.
What time your schedule starts?
Okay. My schedule starts at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'll work maybe from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the evening, 14, sometimes 15 hours a day. Sometimes I work just 12 hours a day. But on the average day, I'm gonna work more than 12 hours. Today I went in at 7, and I left today at 5:30. And that's pretty much the bulk of what I do. And it's a lot goes into it, but it has a lot to do with the concrete. Concrete consists of cement, sand, and rocks. And it's a mix that's mixed into it all. And water. And all that is mixed together to form cement. And at first when you look at cement, you just think of something, but when it comes out in a mud form. It looks like mud, actually like mud that you see, dirt mud, but it's great. And they lay it down and smooth it out and smooth it with machines, and then it end up looking like what we're driving on right now. And that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, sir. How many people are working there for this facility?
For this facility where I'm at, it's 10 people, but we have over like 10 plants in Houston alone. So you're looking at 10 times 10 is 100. That's not including the human resource, the managers, the CEO, the vice president, and it goes on. And that's just in Houston, Galveston. We got Arcola, we got Katy, Hockley, Rosenberg, Spring, Humble, and that's just in these surrounding areas. But we are overseas in different cities, in different countries.
Who else does this work, sir?
Where does the business work?
Yeah, who is the competitor? Who else?
Competitor?
Yeah.
Oh, the competitor is C-Max. Is another company that sells concrete. You also have C-Max. You have a company called Ingram. You got Allied, Argos, and you have it's another company called, I can't think of it right now, but it's over 20 to 50 concrete businesses in Houston alone. But the thing is, they're not as big as us. But when it's come to our side, it's Argos, Allied, and C-Max. But there's a lot of mom and pop cement companies that make cement and sell it. And you also have Dorset is another cement company, and it's a big business. And
how did you come to this job?
Okay, you need a CDL to work here. And I used to work in the chemical plants in the oil and gas industry for maybe 10 years, and I got tired of working nights. And the chemicals were bothering me, different chemicals I was dealing with on a daily basis. So I ended up leaving the oil and gas because of the hours. And the guy was like, hey man, you want to come work here? You make good money. A friend of mine say, but you need a CDL, driving license. The company hired me and trained me and paid for me to get my CDL. This was like 3 years ago. Now the same company, they'll charge you $3,000, $1,000 to get your CDL while they train you. But I was just fortunate enough to when I started working, I caught them at the right time where they was paying people working and on the job experience while they pay for you and train you, and they pay for your CDL and trained you. That's why I end up doing it, and I've been doing it ever since.
Well, how many axle is there for that trucks, that concrete mixer?
My mixer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 axles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 axles. But the average truck have,
80,
but see, there's a difference with us because our standard axles are, we have the front axle and the 2 rear axles because we're a cement truck that's hooked together, unlike an 18-wheeler with a bed trailer. But we also have a heavy load, and I don't know if you realize it, but when you see a concrete truck, it's not as long as an 18-wheeler, but it has the same amount of weight because it's heavier and it's top heavy, it's high. It's not long like an 18-wheeler. So we have pushers. Those are the axles in the middle, little small tires that hits the ground and they roll and make sure your load is stable and you're not overweight and won't get an overweight ticket. So that's why I said when you asked me how many axles I had, I said 5. I really got 3, but I got 1, 2, 3. But my truck has 6 axles because I got 3 pusher axles. So when I get loaded, I push those axles down, and that actually gives me a way to like handle the weight because my truck by itself weighs 38,000 pounds. But when we load it with concrete, it goes up to like 80,000 pounds. So it's like 40,000 pounds of concrete that we haul, which is equivalent to like 12 yards of concrete. Anything else?
Thank you. How many years you work now total? Like
For here, 3 years. I worked for this company for 3 years.
Before
I worked 10 years.
10 years.
Yes, sir.
Now you are driving for last 13 years.
Driving for the last 13 years.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So why did you come to truck line after your studies? How did you come to truck line?
The truck line is because I didn't really want to drive like an 18-wheeler, so I ended up driving like the cement truck because they paid for me to get my CDL, and I just wanted to get the experience. And since they was paying for my CDL and I didn't have to pay, I was just gonna use it as a learning experience. But I like it, and I like doing it, and it's an easy job. To me, it is, and it's good money involved in it.
How newcomers can join this line? Like they want
Newcomers,
what do you suggest for them?
HowToMaterial.com and look for ready-mix drivers. They hire all the time, 24/7.
Thank you so much. You born here in Houston?
Yes, sir. I was born here in Houston at Herman Hospital.
Oh, okay. Then you live with your family?
Yeah, no, right now it's just my wife. My mom was born in Louisiana and my dad was born in Louisiana. And they met down here in Texas, Houston, Texas, and that's when I was born. And yeah, I have family down here in Houston and Texas. I have family in Lafayette, Louisiana, Broke-Bridge, Louisiana, and Shreveport, Louisiana. I have family everywhere.
Oh, okay. So, while studying in high school and all, what did you drum for? What type of job you would be landing? Do you know?
In high school?
In high school or while you were learning in school, what you were thinking of becoming?
Okay. I was in college for education, and I graduated from college in education. But I was going to end up being a teacher or a coach or like in a health education. But at the time, they wasn't making much money, and this was like 25 years ago. And a friend of mine said, hey, man, you want to get in sales with me? You'll make way more money than you make being a teacher or something like that. It's double. So I ended up doing sales. And even though I had a degree, I didn't use my degree because of the money. The money was much more in the sales, and I was in sales first. Then I went to the chemical plant field, which is the money was more in chemical field than it was in sales. And then I ended up here. So I've been working for like 25 years.
Do you sing? Can you sing a song?
Oh, no,
for
sir.
us?
No, sir.
No?
No, sir.
Thank you.
Under no circumstances can I sing.
Thank you. Now, how old are you? Maybe is 48, 50?
Yeah, you said it.
Okay, thank you, sir. Have a nice evening and enjoy your life, man.
Man, thank you. I appreciate the opportunity to speak.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
All right.
Well, I'm
Oh, nah, man, come on. Nah, it's my fault. I got you. I see it now. I wouldn't even think, because I don't know, every phone is different. Okay, yeah, my name is James. I've been in the chemical field for a while, for over 10 years. Then, while in the chemical field, a friend of mine told me about the cement business, and I ended up working in the cement business as a ready-mix driver. I've been a ready-mix driver for 3 years now. We deliver cement and concrete to different businesses. Right now, we're in the medical center, the cancer center, and we're making cancer centers, and we're building hospitals. We're building bridges. We're building roads, paving, house structures. Anything you can think of that deal with cement, we build it. And right now, we're in the medical center. We got a big pour for the MD Anderson Cancer Center. And I normally start about 2 o'clock in the morning, finish about 4 o'clock. I do anywhere from 12 to 14 hours a day. It's really a nice field to be involved in. You need a Class B CDL license to do this. And at the time, I did not have a Class B CDL license. The company hired me and trained me. It took me like 2 months to train me how to drive the truck and to train me how to use the truck, not just for driving, but to how to operate the machinery, how to deliver the concrete. They paid for me to go take the test at the Texas Department of Public Safety. And it's been a good job ever since I've been there. And anyone want to work as a ready-mix driver, what you need to do is go to Heidelberg Material and fill out an application as a ready-mix driver. If you have a Class A, Class B CDL, they'll hire you on the spot. If not, they'll train you. There's good money involved. All you do is have to have patience and willing to get up early in the morning, like 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes you get up at 2 in the evening. Sometimes you get up at 4 in the evening. Before then, I was in the chemical field. I worked nights. I got tired of working nights because I wasn't at home with my family. So I ended up getting a better job. Not really better, making the same amount, but better hours. Before I was working in the chemical field, I worked as a salesman. I was a salesman at different companies, chemical field. I even sold cupcakes for this company called Hostess. I've been everywhere selling. Sold anything you can think of, I sold, except illegal things. But anyway, before sales, I went to school to be an educator. I got a degree in education. It took me 4 years to get my degree. And upon coming out of college, I worked for this sales company. That's how I got in sales. It was just a temporary job. And in the process of getting that temporary job, I was like, man, this is not bad. So my degree, I received my degree, and in the process of receiving my degree, I ended up still in sales. And then I finally got an interview for this job as an educator in the health field. And I looked at the money. The money was okay, but it wasn't like I expected it to be. But I said, just take your time. In like 2 or 3 years, you'll make this much money, a lot more. Then a friend of mine said, hey, you want to make a lot more money than this? Come work with me in the sales field. And then that's how I actually stayed in sales, because he got me a job at a place. And I did sales for like 10 years. And sales was very, very good. But I got tired of talking to people every day and trying to make money off commission. Even though I had base pay coming in every month, but I just didn't want to talk to people as much. And then another friend said, you want to come work in the chemical field? Then I started working in the chemical field at Exxon and different other companies. And it's just been a blessing. And I like the companies I work for in the chemical field, but I work nights and days and nights. And I couldn't be at home with my family, and I got tired of working those kind of hours. So I ended up getting a job in the cement business. And that's where I'm at now, selling concrete. Concrete is a mixture of sand, rocks, and sand, rocks, and cement. Cement is a mixture. See, people think of cement as like the concrete. That's concrete that's on the ground, but it's cement. That's a mixture that mixed with sand, water, and rocks. That's what creates concrete. And they mix it for a very long time. Add water, and that creates concrete.
So currently you are working, you're supplying for medical center. right?
Medical center, and we
So
also.
how tall is that building?
That building right now is probably 100 feet, but when we finish with it, it's gonna be 250 feet high. It's gonna be 24 stories. Right now, it's we got one building we're working on that's 16 stories, but it's gonna be 24 stories. But so much goes into making a building. Each floor takes a long time. Each floor probably takes 3 or 4 months because there's so much goes into it. It got to be solid. You know, and you got to put a lot on it, the wiring, the AC, and it's just not like a house. It's like 27 houses in one, but it's solid. It's all concrete.
Thank you, sir. Tell us about your competitors or other suppliers. Just
Yes, other competition in the industry is C-Max. You have Argos. You have Ingram, Allied, Darcet. Those are pretty much our main competitors in the cement business. But you also have a lot of mom and pops that's out there competing also. And when I say that, it's over 100 of them in Houston, Texas alone. When I say Houston, I mean Texas. But it's concrete businesses everywhere. But they're not able to handle what we handle. They might have 4 or 5 trucks to where they can do certain jobs that are small. But when we go pour concrete at the medical center area, it's a nonstop process because they need over 600, 700 yards, and each truck holds 12 yards. So think about it. If you need 700 yards and each truck holds 12 yards, you need 10 times 6. You need like 42 trucks to go over there. So you need the truck to go in, load, come back, load, come back. It's a long progress, but that I can talk to you about it all day, but that's all I got for now. Have a good day, sir.
thank you, Tarsha. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Have a good day.